Thank you for gathering for the inaugural Tuesday evening yoga class. I had been teaching some of you guys from the back room of my house, but it holds 5 people max. It gets really tight. We've expanded into the kitchen, but we would never have been able to fit 9 people in the back room in the kitchen. So thank you all for coming. Thank you for being here. We are also raising money this evening for the survivors and the studio owner and for basically the yoga community in Tallahassee. I'm sure you've all read about it because the yoga community is very tight-knit. Word travels fast. So I pledge to donate $5 for everybody that shows up this evening towards they have a couple of different GoFundMes working currently. So thank you all for coming and showing up and making this community in this room. It's a beautiful thing. So let's get started in child's pose. Let's get right into it. Today we only have 60 minutes as opposed to Saturday when we have 75. So it is up to us to begin your Ujjayi breath right away. Come right into being here in this room. Press your forehead down. Press the top of all of your toes down. Walk your fingers really, really, really long out in front. Bring your elbows up off the earth. Rock your head from side to side. And let the theme for this evening be community. Community of yogis, community of breath. When we come together in the sacred space, we come to move through postures that are familiar to us, or maybe not so familiar. We move to challenge ourselves. We move to find stillness amongst the chaos. We move to find our own power, to realize our potential, or to maybe just sit with what is. Support your neighbor's practice with your breath. Let them hear you breathe. The Ujjayi breath is a fire-building breath. And as we know, fire causes great change very quickly. So depending upon your depth of your Ujjayi breath, you can either speed or slow your own personal rate of change. Take another big, beautiful breath in here. Empty all that stuff that you brought in with you. Let it go. You are here on your mat. You are a body doing yoga. Downward facing dog. Spread your fingers wide. Press down through each finger pad. Soften your knees. And send your sit bones towards the sky. Take a big breath in. Let it go. Lift your right leg strong and straight. You can see your toes, point them straight down towards the earth. Press out through your heel. Bend your knee. Stack your hips. Work to bring both shoulders straight towards the fireplace. One is going to lift higher than the other. Come up under your tippy toes. Flip your dog. Press down through your heels. Send your fingers towards the fireplace, towards the floor. Can you press your hips up towards the sky? Can you see the floor underneath you? Downward facing dog. Take a breath in. Let it go. Lift your left leg strong and straight. Press out through your heel. Bend your knee, stack your hips, peel it open. With control, flip your dog. Both feet face 12 o'clock. Press down through your heels. Send your hips high towards the sky. Can you see the floor? Look where you're pointing. Downward facing dog. Breath in. Let it go. Breathe in. Empty out. Walk your feet to your hands at the front of your mat. Take ragdoll. Feet hips width distance apart. Clasp opposite elbows with opposite hands. Feel your feet. Feel your fingers. Breathe in and breathe out. Again, fill up and empty. Make your way to standing, hands at heart center and a soft gaze. See what there is to see. We'll begin with a single Om. Take a big breath in. Extended mountain, press down, reach up, breathe in, see the ceiling up above you. Exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift, fill up. Hands to the mat, high plank. Pause in your first high plank. Feel your fingers, feel your toes, pull your belly button in and up. Pull your heart forward to come into low plank. Untuck your toes, upward facing dog. Breathe in, lift your heart. Downward facing dog, send your hips to the sky. 3 breaths here. Breathe in and breathe out. And amidst the chaos, come into your fingers, come into your toes. Soften your knees. Take another big breath in. Let it go. Breath in. Bend your knees deeply. Exhale it all the way out. Jump to the top of your mat. Halfway lift, breath in, forward fold, exhale it out. Extended mountain, press down, reach up, breathe in, bright fingers, see something, whatever there is to see, forward fold, let it go. Halfway lift, breathe in, vinyasa flow, high plank to low plank. Upward facing dog, press all your toes down, downward facing dog, hips to the sky. 3 breaths. Empty. Breathe in. Send it away. Breath in. Bend your knees, empty all the way out. Look at your thumbs. Jump. Halfway lift. Forward fold. Extended mountain. Press down. Reach up. Breathe in. Forward fold. Halfway lift. Inhale. Vinyasa flow, high plank to low plank. Upward facing dog, breathe in. Downward facing dog. Breath in. Breath out. Breath in. Let it go. Fill all the way up. Breathe in, breathe in, breathe in. Bend your knees. Exhale it out. Jump top of your mat. Halfway lift, forward fold, extended mountain, press down, reach up, breathe in, baby back bend, exhale, forward fold, halfway lift, inhale, vinyasa flow, high plank to low plank, upward facing dog, lift your heart, breathe in, downward facing dog, whoo. Big breath in, make some noise. Breath in. Bend your knees, look at your thumbs, top of your mat. Halfway lift, forward fold, chair pose. Sit deep. Press your hip creases towards the back of your mat. Lift your heart. Spin your pinky fingers in towards one another. Imagine that big beach ball of energy and sit deeper. Take a breath in. Let the breath go. Fill up. Forward fold. Halfway lift, long spine. Hands to the mat. High plank to low plank. Upward facing dog. Breathe in. Downward facing dog. Right foot forward, warrior 1. Press down. Lift up. And press your front shin towards the fireplace. Sit deep into your front thigh. Fill your warrior pose with vitality, with energy. Send your fingers towards the sky. Look up, look back, breathe in. Exhale, hands to the mat. High plank to low plank. Big up dog, breathe it in. Down dog, let it go. Left foot forward, warrior one. Belly button in, bottom ribs in. Sit deep into your front thigh. Press your shin towards the fireplace. Breathe in, let it go. On your inhale, look up, look back, get big. Exhale, hands to the mat, high plank to low plank. Upward facing dog, breathe in. Downward facing dog, breathe out. Bend your knees, look at your thumbs, jump top of your mat. Halfway lift, forward fold, chair pose, sit deep, squeeze. Breathe. Breath in, forward fold. Halfway lift, long spine. Hands to the mat, high plank, low plank. Upward facing dog, breathe in. Downward facing dog, breathe out. Left foot forward, warrior one. Move, reach, lift. Exhale, hands to the mat, high plank to low plank. Upward facing dog, breathe it in. Downward facing dog, breathe it out. Right foot forward, warrior one. Move, lift, reach. Hands to the mat, high plank to low plank. Upward facing dog, breathe in. Downward facing dog, breathe out. Big breath in. Let it go. Lift your right leg strong and straight. Bend your knees, stack your hips, flip your dog. Press down, lift, reach. Send your heart towards the sky. Downward facing dog to side plank, right hand, center of your mat. Stack your feet, flex your top foot, lift your top foot even an inch. Flex your feet, strong, 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 strong. Downward facing dog. Lift your left leg strong and straight. Bend your knees, stack your hips. You know where we're going this time. Flip your dog, press down, lift up. Side plank. Left hand, center of your mat. Flex your top foot. Press down with your left foot to lift your right foot. Bright fingers reach. Downward facing dog. Whew. Take a breath in. Let it go. Yeah, breathe it in. Send it away. Right foot forward, warrior one. Breathe in, look up, lift up, open up to warrior two. Bring your shoulders in line with your hips. Yeah. Press down through the pinky toe edge of your back foot. Bright fingers, even the ones you can't see. Flip your front palm, reach up, reverse, breathe in. Exhale, hands to the mat, high plank to low plank. Upward facing dog, breathe in. Downward facing dog, empty out. Left foot forward, warrior one. Get big, look up, look back. Open up to warrior two. Stack front knee over front ankle. Yeah, bend deep into your front thigh. Flip your front palm, reach up, reverse. Breathe in, breathe in, breathe in. Exhale, hands to the mat, high plank to low plank. Upward facing dog, downward facing dog. Ah. Yeah, breathe it in, make some noise, let some of the heat go. Ah. Breath in. Right foot forward, crescent lunge. And take a longer crescent lunge. Work to bring your hip in line with your knee, so low pelvis. Can you get deep into your front thigh? Whoa, try it on. Check it out. Get long through your side bodies as you reach your fingers towards the sky. Breathe. With control, warrior two. Stay low. Flip your front palm, reach up, reverse, breathe in. Exhale, hands to the mat, vinyasa flow, high plank to low plank. Up dog, breathe it in. Down dog, breathe it out. Left foot forward, crescent lunge. Long, long stance. Back heel high over your toes. Breathe. Belly button in, bottom ribs in. This is Seminole Heights, y'all. We are a community in this room, outside this room. This is totally normal. Breathe in. Let it go. We are just humans doing yoga in the Heights. Warrior two. Flip your front palm, reach up, reverse, breathe in. Hands to the mat, high plank to low plank. Upward facing dog. Lift your heart, lift the corners of your mouth, breathe in. Downward facing dog. Whoo. Walk your feet about halfway up your mat. Frog hops, ninja hops, whatever you want to call them. Hop, hop. Silent froggy, little tiny frogs, little tiny tree frogs. Hop. When you reach 10, find yourself in a forward fold at the front of your mat. Take a breath in. Let it go. Chair pose. Squeeze. Sit deep. Hands to heart center. Prayer twist towards the chakra wall. Sit your hips lower than your heart. Open your wings. Spin your heart towards the chakra wall. Laser fingers aiming towards the sky. Take a breath in. Let it go. One more breath in. Forward fold. Chair pose. Sit, squeeze. Hands to heart center. Prayer twist towards Nebraska. Hips lower than your heart. Open your wings. Breathe. Squeeze knees into knees, toes into toes, inner thighs into inner thighs. Take another breath in. Forward fold. Halfway lift, breathe in. Forward fold, let it go. Separate your feet, hips width distance apart, fingers to toes, forward fold. Grab your big toes with your peace fingers. Bend your elbows a lot. Bring your chest to your thighs. Palms to toes, forward fold, also known as gorilla pose. Palms all the way underneath your feet. Bend your knees as much as you need to. Press down through your heels. Activate your hamstrings by pressing down through your heels. Let your head hang heavy. Down through your heels, up through your sits bones. Release your gorilla pose. Set up for crow. You can use a brick underneath your forehead for a kickstand in crow. I use it on the long height. Bring your palms underneath your shoulders, knees to the backs of your triceps. Bring the forehead to the brick. Squeeze feet in towards the center of your mat. Lift from your sits bones. Squeeze into center line. Belly button in, bottom ribs in. Squeeze. Squeeze and fly. Squeeze, 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 squeeze. High plank. Kick it back. Shoot it back. Low plank. Upward facing dog. Breathe in. Downward facing dog. Let it go. Humans doing yoga, that's all. There's no right, there's no wrong, it just is. And you tried. That's what counts. Three-legged dog, right leg high. Pull your knee to your nose. Kick it back, three-legged dog. Right knee to left elbow touch, look forward, kick it back, three-legged dog. Right knee to right elbow or tricep, chin out of your chest. Kick it back, three-legged dog. Knee to nose. Extend your right leg towards Nebraska for fallen star. So right foot goes under, knife's edge of your foot on the floor. Yeah, left heel comes down to the earth. Reach your fingers towards the sky. Can you lift your right foot up off the earth? Can you press down so much to your left, you lift your right even a centimeter, a millimeter? Downward facing dog. Breath in, breath out. Left leg, kick it strong and straight towards the back of the room. Knee to nose, pull it in. Kick it back. Left knee to right elbow touch, gaze forward, kick it back. Left knee to left elbow touch, gaze forward, kick it back. Knee to nose, extend your left foot towards the chakra wall, press it into the earth, bring your right heel to the ground, right fingers reach towards the sky. Can you press down through your right foot to lift your left? Yes, even a half a centimeter, yes, beautiful work, yogis. Downward facing dog, woo! Heck yeah, take a breath in, let it go. Bend your knees, look at your thumbs, top of your mat. Halfway lift, forward fold. Come to stand, long straight spine. Set up for eagle pose. So press your left foot into the earth, bring your right thigh up and over. First thing, set your gaze. Find your drishti spot. Then begin to hug in, skin to muscle to bone, pull into center. Everything that's touching, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Can you squeeze and sit deeper? Switch sides. Find your spot that is not moving. Hug everything into your center. And switch sides. Right thigh up and over. Can you pick up where you left off? Can you squeeze just as hard as you were the first time you were here? Pull everything in. Squeeze, 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 squeeze. And switch sides. Eagle pose, second time. Left side. Pull your shoulder blades together on your back. Your belly button in, your bottom ribs in. And come back to standing. Take a breath in, yeah, let it go. Single leg raise. Bring your knee into your chest, your right knee into your chest. Left foot presses into the earth. Belly button in, bottom ribs in, get tall. Bring your shoulder blades together on your back. You can take the yogi toe lock if you're working with that. If not, take your knee, bring your knee out towards the chakra wall. Extend your left arm towards Nebraska. Press down through your standing foot. Shift your gaze to your left thumb. Maybe you wiggle it, see it in your peripheral vision. Come back to center, foot high, fingers high, reach up. Airplane. Kick your right leg back, arms back by your sides, palms face the earth. Lift your back foot, flex your back foot. Drop your right hip 2 inches. Yeah. Hands to heart center. Half moon. Grab one of your bricks. Brick under your left hand. Stack your hips. Stomp down through your standing leg. Slowly shift your gaze towards the ceiling. Can you see your right thumb? Soft knees. Soft knees. Lift your back foot 2 inches higher. Oh, yeah. Slowly join both feet on the mat and come back to standing. Single leg raise, opposite side. Press your right foot into the earth. Find your drishti spot. Begin to pull in. Belly button, bottom ribs get tall. Take the yogi toe lock or simply grab the knee. It's all good. Slowly open your leg out towards Nebraska. Extend your right arm towards the chakra wall. Shift your gaze. Active fingers. Yeah. Breathe. Come back to center. Foot high, fingers high. Kick, reach. Airplane. Left leg back. Hands back by your sides. Palms facing down. Belly button in, bottom ribs in. Drop your left hip 2 inches. Hands to heart center. Half moon. Right hand down. Flex the back foot. Active feet, active fingers. Lasers out fingers. Lasers out the sole of your foot. Can you feel it? Can you shift your energy to where you're extending your fingers and flexing your foot? Lift your back foot 2 more inches higher. Yeah, feel that. When you stomp down and expand out, join both feet on the earth and come to stand. Take a breath in. Let it go. Tree pose. Left foot presses into the earth. Right foot, ankle, calf, or inner thigh. Set your drishti. Belly button in. Long side body. Equal pressure, foot, leg, leg, foot. Spread your branches when you're ready. Can you see the ceiling right up above you? Lean back. Trust yourself. Pull in. Lean back. Close one eye. Close both eyes. Whoa. Come back to standing. And switch sides. Equal pressure. Pull in, get tall. Shoulder blades come together. Spread your branches. Lift your heart. Shift your gaze. Hands back to heart center. Bring both feet down to the mat. Take a breath in. Let it go. Extended mountain, press down, reach up, breathe in. Can you see the wall behind you? Baby back bend here. Exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift, breathe in. Vinyasa flow, high plank to low plank. Up dog, fill up. Down dog, empty out. Right foot forward, warrior one. Open up to warrior two. Flip your front palm, reach up, reverse, breathe in. Extended side angle, right side. Forearm to thigh, fingers to earth, fingers to brick. Stack your shoulders. Keep bending deeply into your front thigh. Press into my hand. Press into my hand, yeah. Breath in. Breath out. Another big breath in. Breath out. Come to stand, pivot both toes to face Nebraska, side facing wide angle forward fold. Bring your fingertips down to the earth, walk them back in line with your toes. Take a wide stance, a wider stance than you think you can. Find the spot where you wiggle and wobble and you're uncertain of whether you might fall over or not. Because if you fall over from here, there's only a couple of inches to go. Look for that spot of uncertainty. Seek it out. Breathe. Soften your knees. Bring your fingers out underneath your shoulders. Walk them towards Nebraska. Halfway lift. Breathe in. Exhale, come to stand. Point your right toes towards the fireplace. Bring your left foot about halfway up your mat, pointing towards like 11 o'clock. We're setting up for pyramid pose. So left foot, short stance, wide stance. Give your hips some space. Yeah, wider stance. So short stance, wide stance. Bring your left foot a little bit wider. Yeah. Point both hips like headlights towards the fireplace. Press down through your heels. Get long through your side body, belly button in, bottom ribs in. Reach your fingers towards the ceiling. Hinge at your hips. Reach your fingers towards the fireplace. Get long. Reach. Reach. Frame your front foot with your fingers. Send your nose towards your right pinky toe. Maybe you put your fingers on bricks to bring the earth closer, to create a little space. Breathe. Breathe. Press down through your back heel. Twisting triangle. Right fingers reach for the ceiling. Hips stay right where they are. Get long through your side body. Pull the top of your head to the fireplace. Press your hips towards the back of the room. Breathe in. Twist, 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 twist. Breathe in. Exhale, hands to the mat. High plank to low plank. Upward facing dog. Breathe in. Downward facing dog. Breathe out. Left foot forward, warrior one. Open up to warrior two. Flip your front palm, reach up, reverse, breathe in. Extended side angle, left side. Left forearm to thigh, left fingers to earth. Stack front knee over front ankle. Spin your left lung under. Send your gaze up towards your right fingers. Breathe. Come to stand. Pivot both toes towards the chakra wall. Side facing wide angle forward fold, second set. If tripod headstand is something that you're working towards, it might be closer on the second time around. Walk your fingers back in line with your toes. If you're working towards tripod headstand, the first step is to get the crown of your head to the earth. That involves a very wide stance and fingers back in line with your toes. Bring your knees to the backs of your triceps, kind of like in crow, squeezing your feet in towards center. Belly button in, bottom ribs in, squeeze. To lift a leg, press down everything you've got through the other leg. Press everything into your hands, your knee into the back of your arm. Give it a try on one side. Give it a try on the other side. Breathe. Walk your hands out underneath your shoulders. Halfway lift, breathe in. Exhale, press down, come to stand. Set up for pyramid pose, left side. Left toes face the fireplace. Right foot probably faces 1 o'clock. Press down through your heels, hips like headlights facing forward. Reach your fingers high towards the sky. Belly button in, bottom ribs in, hinge, reach forward, get long through your spine. Bring your fingertips down to the earth or to bricks. Press down through your back heel, send your nose towards your pinky toe. twisting triangle. Press down through your back heel. Right fingers stay. Left fingers reach towards the ceiling. Pull your hips towards the back of the room. Send the crown of your head towards the fireplace. Twist, twist, twist. Take a big breath in. Twist, 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 twist. Take another big breath in. Exhale, hands to the mat. High plank to low plank. Upward facing dog, breathe in. Downward facing dog, breathe out. Shift your weight forward into a high plank, low plank, high plank, low plank, high plank, low plank, high plank. You've got this. Low plank. It's your brain that thinks you can't. High plank, low plank. Back up to high, lower down 5, 4, chin out of your chest, 2, 1. Arms back by your sides, palms facing the earth. Press all of your toes into your mat. We're setting up for locust pose. This is the strength of your back body. On your next breath in, fly. Your hands, heart, feet rise up. Stay here, let your breath go. Get 2 inches higher, breathe in, let your breath go. Breathe in, lower all the way down. Breath in, breath out. Locust pose, second set, right into it. Fly high, yogis, rise up. Soften your forehead, let your breath go. Get 2 inches higher, breathe in. Soften your forehead, let the breath go. Get 2 inches higher, breathe in. Lower all the way down. Floor bow. Bend your knees, grab your feet, grab your ankles. Bring your knees into hips width distance apart. Press your pubic bone down into the earth. Flex your feet. Press your thighs into the earth. Rise your heart up off the mat. Chin out of your chest. Breathe. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release your feet. Windshield wiper your legs from side to side. Take a breath in. Let it go. Floor bow, second set. Yeah. Flex your feet. Flex your feet. Pubic bone down into the mat. Lift your heart up off the earth. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. Windshield wiper your legs from side to side. Take a breath in. Let it go. Upward facing dog. To downward facing dog. Come down to camel. Yeah, set up for camel pose. Belly button in, bottom ribs in. Bring your hands to the small of your back. Even here, pull into center line. Pull your bottom ribs in, pull your belly button in. Lift your heart towards the sky. Lift. Expand from the inside out. Soften your forehead, soften your throat. Press your hips forward. Breathe. Slowly come out of camel. Sit back on your heels. Take a breath in. Let it go. Camel, second set. Set it up. Fingers at the small of your back can point down. Fingers can point up. Toes can be tucked or untucked. If you tuck your toes, your heels are closer. Press your hips towards the fireplace. Lift your heart towards the sky. Maybe reach back and grab one heel. Lift your heart. Lift your heart towards the sky. Soften, soften, soften. Soft, steady breath. Slowly come out of camel. Sit back on your heels. Breathe in. Breathe out. Come to lie on your back and set up for bridge pose. Knees are bent. feet and knees hips width distance apart. Everybody has a brick. Grab the brick. I want you to squeeze into the brick in your first bridge. So place the brick in between your thighs. Can you touch your heels? Start with that. Press your elbows and triceps straight into the earth. Squeeze. Yeah. Just bring your feet in a little bit. Yeah. Elbows and triceps into the earth. Lift your hips up off the mat. You can stay here. Keep pressing down through your heels, through your elbows, or you can walk your shoulders underneath you. You'll know what's right for you. If you walk your shoulders under, press your fist into the earth, squeeze the brick, press down through your heels. Breathe. 5, 4, 3. Keep squeezing the brick. Lower all the way down. Breath in. Breath out. And number 2, bridge. You know where to go. Or wheel. You can do wheel with the brick too. If you're taking wheel, bring your hands on either sides of your ears. Squeeze the brick as you press down through hands and feet and rise up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower all the way down. Take a big breath in. Let it go. And again, rise up, bridge or wheel. This is your Tuesday night. There's been so much leading up to this Tuesday night. Let all that shit go right here. Press down to lift up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower all the way down. Breath in. Breath out. Last one. Set it up and go, yogis. Bridge or wheel. Tuesday evening. It's a big night tonight. We don't know what's going to happen yet. Get into your fingers and feet. We know that we are part of a community that is bigger than any one of us. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Supta Baddha Konasana. Press all of your toes into all of your other toes. Bring your left hand to your heart, your right hand to your belly. Check in, check it out. Human beings doing yoga. Breathing with intention. Self-imposed challenge. Taking a full body stretch. Point your toes. Reach your fingers. If you find a toe, make a friend. I think everyone knows everyone in here. Breathe. Clasp your hands to the nape of your neck. Lift both legs high towards the sky. Press out through your heels. Lower your right leg down to 2 inches off the mat. Flex your feet and switch. 30, 29, 28, 27, 26, 25, 24, 23, 22, 21, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 7, 4, 2, 1. Pull your knees into your chest. Take a breath in. Let it go. Extend both legs back up towards the sky. Clasp your hands at the nape of your neck. Lower your right leg down to halfway. Right leg down halfway. Flex your feet. Press out through your heel. Lift your shoulders up off the mat. Pulse towards your left pinky toe. 30, 29, 28, 27, 26, 25, 24, 23, 22, 21, 20. Live toes. Live toes. 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Both legs back up towards the sky. Clasp your hands at the nape of your neck. You know we got to get the other side. Let's just get it. Lower your left leg halfway down. Shoulders up off the mat. Pulse towards your right pinky toe. 30, 29, 28, 27, 26. Soften your forehead. 24, 23, 22, 21, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, almost there. 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pull your knees into your chest. Breathe in. Breathe out. Downward facing dog. Three-legged dog with your right leg high. Bend your knees, stack your hips. Half pigeon, right knee to right wrist. If your left hip is high up off the ground, you know you can use a brick to slide it under your hip bone if your hip doesn't quite meet the earth. Extend your left leg straight back behind you. If you tuck your toe, it keeps your back leg straight. You can bring your forehead down to a brick in the front for sleeping pigeon. Soften. And soften. And soften. This yoga community that you are a part of is so intertwined on a global scale. You may or may not be aware that you're probably 2 degrees separated from basically every other yogi on the planet. We are all part of this shared community of humans breathing, moving, intentional movement. And that means that you have a support group. You have a community. This is your community. Your neighbors are your community. We are all interconnected, sharing this human experience. Bring your fingertips back up onto the mat. Tuck your back toe, three-legged dog with your right leg high. Take some hip circles, take some knee circles. Feel your new hip. Move it around, check it out. Downward facing dog. Left leg strong and straight, lift it up, raise it up, kick it out. Bend your knees, stack your hips. Yeah, I love all the before stuff of half pigeon. Get all the before stuff, and then bring your left knee to your left wrist. Half pigeon on the opposite side. Bring your forehead down to the earth. To a brick. Soften. And soften. And this is a community where you belong. You don't have to fit in. You don't have to change who you are. You just have to be who you are. We share our joy, we share our pain, we share our personal stresses and challenges of life. It all comes out here on the mat. Maybe you don't share it with words, but I assure you it is shared. Bring your fingertips back up onto the mat. Tuck your back toes, three-legged dog with your left leg high. Hip circles, knee circles. And come down to your knees. You can have an inversion practice of your choice. You can just take a waterfall pose with a brick underneath your sacrum and legs up to the ceiling, or we can start to move the room around and you can do traditional headstand at the wall, or you can try traditional headstand from the back of your mat. so that if you roll out of it, you have plenty of space to roll out into. An inversion is simply anything that gets your hips above your heart. And there's plenty of room. Plenty of room. Breathe. Headstanders, flex your feet. Yeah, press up through your heels. Belly button in, bottom ribs in. This is Tadasana, upside down. Long, steady breath, steady gaze. Slowly make your way out of your inversion. Come down to your mat. Yeah, headstanders take child's pose. Everyone else can take in a full body stretch. Maybe a supine twist if that appeals to you. Maybe a happy baby, whatever's calling. You know what feels good. Slowly make your way towards Shavasana, the moment that you've been waiting for. That Shavasana can even be a challenge, to just be, to let go of control. Let your eyes come closed. Let your tongue fall away from the roof of your mouth. And let your breath return to normal. Do no thing. taking the biggest breath you've taken in all day right here. Open your mouth, stick out your tongue, lion's breath. Again, breathe in. Make noise. I don't believe you. Breathe in. There's 10 lions in this room. Slowly bend your knees. Roll to your favorite side and pause. You are worthy. You belong. You are loved. Say something kind to yourself. And send some good energy out to someone that you love. Slowly press yourself up to a seated position at the top of your mat. With hands at heart center and eyes closed. We will seal this practice with 3 ohms. When you finish your first, go right into your second. Fill the room with a sea of Om. Take a big breath in. Bring your thumb knuckles to your forehead center. Together we bow and say namaste. Namaste.